Hi, I'm Hayes.
And I'm Layla.
And we're blind. I bet you didn't see that one coming.
Because we didn't either. Hi everyone, I'm Layla.
And I'm Hayes.
And welcome back to Didn't See That Coming. So today, this has been one that we've been talking about for a while. But today we're going to talk about blind portrayal in specifically media. We're doing a lot of shows and movies and just like media in general, and how most of it is pretty bad, but some of it's pretty good. So I think we both have examples of each. Am I right?
Yeah, we do. And we are going to talk specifically, well, we hope that we're going to talk specifically about books, blind people in books in a future episode. With our friends at Page Turner. That's another podcast about books.
Go check them out. It's about books. Great.
Yeah, it's really good. So go check them out. So we're hoping to do a collaboration and talk about blind people in books because that is also quite interesting. And
there's some interesting
But today we're just going to focus on visual media. A lot of actors that have full vision trying to play blind people. Turns out really funny.
It's great.
So Layla, would you like to go first?
Sure. So my first example is it's a pretty old like movie or cartoon. I don't actually remember. It's been a while since I've seen it, but Flora and Ulysses, basically this girl meets a squirrel who's like a superhero, and we actually aren't like playing examples of this because like we don't want to get copyrighted, and also like it's like hard, but essentially there's a blind character. She has a neighbor that is blind, and this is a book and a cartoon, and in the book it was worse. In the book he basically like asked his grandma to walk him around everywhere, and he would always be like, "Grandma, I need assistance like getting so and so," and so that was weird. But even in the cartoon I remember he asked to feel the main character Flora's face, and he was always kind of like tripping over stuff, and so it's just the prime example of like a really clumsy like stereotypical blind person that just isn't great at all, and it's interesting. So,
and the face thing is really, we've talked about this, that is not true at all. We do not want to feel your face. I'm sure you don't want us to feel your face. We will not feel your face when we first meet you, or like ever for that matter. So definitely don't be expecting that. That happens a lot, I feel like, in like media is like the face.
Yeah, and then he just couldn't get anywhere. It was weird. Yeah. Like I don't know who the actor was. I assume he did not. I assume he had vision. But it was just okay.
And we don't blame, like, the actors. We're just trying to say, if you do want... Well, I'll like, explain a little more about, like, how I think the acting should be handled at the end. But, like just look up, like, what blindness is, please.
Or get a blind actor. It's not that hard.
Actually. Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to say that, like, at the end, it is best if you can get a blind actor. A lot of people want to do it, so... Fine.
I'll do it.
Layla would. She auditioned for something.
I did. I didn't get it.
Got one callback, not a second callback, though.
You get one callback and not a second callback, but it's alright.
Yeah.
Alright, Hayes, go ahead.
Okay, so my next one, I've never actually seen a movie with him in it, but I've done some, like, research on him. So Daredevil, I believe he's from various Marvel movies. I don't have specific examples. But basically, he's a blind character who's considered blind, but gets around like a perfectly sighted person was, if not better, because he has superpowers that do everything for him. Like, if you're going to portray a blind person, it's already annoying when they have, like, extra powers and senses, because it makes us feel like you have to have that to, like, accomplish.
To make up for the blindness, like.
Yeah. So that's always really annoying when they give you, like, extra senses, because we don't have those, and we don't need them. We're doing just fine. But he gets around, like, perfectly fine. They never show him needing or using any type of thing to make life accessible for him. And so it's kind of annoying that it's just used as a thing to, like, make him look more deep and unique and doesn't actually play any role in who he is or how he does things. And it's like, that's not how blindness actually is. So a lot of people, like, he is really liked by sighted viewers, but a lot of blind people get kind of mad with the way that his blindness is just considered to be, like, a trauma thing that, like, just makes him look better, but actually has, like, nothing to do with his character.
And I've had people, like, I've looked at them directly and been talking to them, and they've been like, Layla, like, you're like Daredevil. Like, you just, like, you don't even, like, act blind. And I'm like, okay, thank you, but also, like, no. Like, please, no.
No, it's really awkward.
Yeah.
I've never had someone say that to me, but...
You're just not as good, Hayes.
I know. I look more blind than you.
Apparently.
We should have a poll. Who looks
Yeah,
blinder?
who looks
Post it
or
right now.
acts or just is like more blind.
You
Like
wear the sunglasses.
that is true.
You
I
wear
do
the
wear the glasses.
sunglasses. Yeah.
Who did we ask? We asked one of my friends who acted more blind,
And I
and
think they said me.
probably you
I
do
don't
though.
remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay.
okay, so my next one, and I'm not going to name the specific, this was actually a YouTube video that I just happened to come across, like genuinely, I wasn't looking for anything, I was just scrolling. And I'm not going to say the name of this channel or anything because this was like a young child who was running this channel with like her family, and so this is really not like me calling her out or anything, but basically there was a
Her
video.
family should know better.
No, I know, but I don't, like, it's just,
Yeah, no, I got
but
you.
there was a video and it was these two like younger siblings. They had this older brother who was quote blind, and I looked it up later. There was no other mention of this boy being blind in like any of their other videos. Like clearly wasn't blind, but it was basically this skit about how these younger two, they were playing like ping pong ball and they were playing like basketball and games that like, yeah, really aren't accessible, but also like you could make them accessible. But it was basically they
Yeah.
were like, you can't play, like you're blind, and he would get all sad. And so then there was this one time that he was trying to follow them, and he was like trying to use his cane, and he fell in the pool, in their pool. And I remember word for word, he's like struggling in the water, and he says, "I can't swim, I'm blind." And so they pull him out of the water and they, get him. And then they're like, the dad's like, you guys got to come up with more accessible games to play with him. And like, they end up playing like Just Dance or whatever, which also isn't accessible, but like,
I feel like that's even worse than like ping pong. Like,
I know. But anyways,
also,
it was
just a PSA: blind people can swim and do.
yeah,
Swim.
it was just really like, he was like, oh my God, like he could have drowned. He's blind, like whatever. And so it was like this pity thing. And I like this video had several views, like this channel had several million subscribers, and I was like,
Oh,
a lot of
wow.
those are probably like also young kids watching this young
Mhm.
kids channel. Like it just I did yeah, I
Yeah,
thought about leaving an
that's.
angry comment, but I didn't because I'm nice.
I would have
But it was just a
struggled to
really
restrain
bad
myself.
yeah, it was just a really like bad portrayal of like, oh, this poor blind kid that like can't play with his siblings and he almost drowned because he's blind and like just not good.
Yeah. Okay, my next one is kind of a book, but also we'll talk specifically about the show. In this case, is Jenna from Pretty Little Liars. I don't remember her last name, unfortunately. I'm sorry. But she was basically made blind from an accident. And they did a good job of like she did actually use like I think she used a cane and a guide dog, which like typically
Yeah, that's
you
kind of
just use
weird.
one, but like
I mean, I guess you can
um,
use both if you like want. But, like,
sometimes people use both for certain instances, but like
yeah,
typically you don't. But they did that, which
they
like
did
was
have the
good.
ramp. Yeah,
Yeah, but basically they were constantly like acting like her blindness was like creepy and weird, and like she was like a very strange like she was like a villain. And I remember specifically in the books there were characters that were like creeped out by her blind eyes. We love that. We love it when people are scared of our eyes. No,
oh
we
yeah,
really don't. But then also the biggest thing in the show was that she just was able to drive. Like she was full on like driving behind a wheel. Like her vision was just like temporarily like poof restored. We cannot
I
drive.
wish, man.
I really wish, but we cannot drive. I don't know where that came from. That is honestly like one of the biggest plot holes ever. I don't know. She could just drive, and then her blindness was used to make her like a creepy villain. So that happened.
I wish I could drive, man.
Same.
Anyways.
Good show otherwise. Just like fix the blindness.
Yeah, I agree. The plot is good, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next one, these are some of our good examples.
Yeah, we're each gonna share one good one because we don't
Yeah.
want to make you think that like everything's bad.
Yeah. So my number one good example is Toph. Don't remember her last name. It's like Avon or like Arvon. I think Avon's like high school somewhere. It's like really good marching band. If you go to Avon High School, like shout out to you. Your marching band's really good. I don't think that's her last name. Sorry, that was really off topic. Anyways, so Toph
kid.
from Avatar. Basically, if you don't know, she's like this. They all have like elemental powers. So she's an earthbender, and so she walks around and like feels the earth, and that's how she like navigates. But she also like invented like metal bending, and she's just like I can't say that word. She is a bad butt. Sorry. I gotta keep myself like PG here, but she is like a super cool, like she's so cool. She's like a really good fighter. Like the first episode is like this arena fight of her like fighting and like her blindness, like they do have to find like she doesn't use like she doesn't wear shoes so that she can like feel the earth and like navigate. So they do like incorporate her like navigational issues and stuff. And like not 100% perfect character, but like genuinely like she's just awesome. And they like acknowledge her, in my opinion, they acknowledged her blindness just enough without like letting it stand in her way of like doing what she wanted to do. And she was just this really cool, like innovative person. I was always like, oh my God, like she's so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so my next one is Marie. I think it's like Marie Lore. Maybe. I don't know. Marie something from All the Light We Cannot See. That is also a book, but specifically, yet again, we're going to talk about the show because guess what the show did, which none of these other things have done? They actually had a blind actor, which was like revolutionary at the time because, I mean, this was only like 2-3 years ago also.
Yeah.
But really, they hadn't been using like blind actors much up till that point. And so it was really refreshing to actually see a blind actor playing that character. There was a young version and an older version of Marie, and both actors did a really good job. Huh?
I think they were both blind.
They were both blind.
Yeah.
And both actors just did a really good job at... The show did too, it just like portraying it. Like she read Braille. She read Braille differently than most people typically read Braille, but I believe that was... I googled it and it was like how they used to read Braille or something like that. So they did research clearly.
Yeah.
And then they also showed her getting around. Did she use a cane?
No, she kind of like, she like felt stuff when she
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't remember.
And she had like her little raised map that she would feel, and then she'd be like, okay, like this is where I'm going, which actually is a strat that like blind people use today.
It is, yeah. But it was like back in the older times, so it is different, but it really does show you, because like her dad was really big on like having her like feel things and explore things by touch. And so I feel like it was just a really good representation because it's like she didn't get around perfectly, but she got around, you know, well enough.
Yeah, and just her.
So it's not like she got around like a sighted person, but she didn't get around like a helpless, I can't get around person either.
Yeah. I can't get around person.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, but it was like, that was really good blind rep, I agree. And the book as well is
yeah, really the book was good too. So. But yeah, start using more blind actors, people.
Yeah,
like,
please.
We love that. Yeah.
Please. I know there was a show called C, and like, okay, the show was made. I'm sorry. But, it was like the whole world was blind, and I'm pretty sure the majority of those actors were also blind, and so that was cool, like, rep, like, they all had, like, ropes going everywhere to, like, trail, because they lived in, like, this mountain, like, I genuinely don't remember the specifics. I got through, like, 2 episodes, because the show, like, whatever.
Interesting.
But, yeah, it was cool, so if you think that sounds interesting, check it out. I didn't like it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways. But anyways... Thank you guys so much for watching this video or this podcast, listening to this podcast. Oh my God.
Yeah. Go check out our advent calendar.
Unless we're done now. I don't know when this...
Done? I don't know. We may be done. If we're done, then still go check it out because you can look at it.
Still go check it out anyway because it's still there.
Yeah. It's still good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening.
Comment down below your favorite and least favorite blind portrayals in any type of media.
Yeah, and feel free to check out either the good or the bad ones, either one, to laugh at them or to like genuinely watch them.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to have an Avatar watch party, let me know.
Oh, yes. I've never watched Avatar, so I will join you.
Okay, great. All right. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, guys. We won't see you later.